And coming up, Ghana to secure $500 million Afrexim Bank credit facility. We have details. Also, mobile money fraudsters will be blocked across all networks as operators move to deal with the menace. Also, government to absorb electricity tariffs of Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, a move that will boost industrial research. Details right here, right now on the Joy Business Report. My name is Daryl Kwawu. The Business Report at 1 is brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana will be benefiting from about $500 million, a credit facility from the African Development Bank to support critical sectors of the economy. Executive Vice President of the Afrexim Bank, Dennis Denya, who disclosed this to Joy Business, said the fund has been approved and awaiting the conduct of due diligence before disbursement. He believes the fund will hit the country's account soon.
We support the cocoa sector. We also lend to the cocoa marketing board, the cocoa board as well. We have exposures to the central bank through some swap arrangements. We have exposures to the mining sector. We have exposure to the health sector as we promote health delivery on the continent. The $500 million pipeline is credit approved at management level, so it's now waiting for further due diligence and approval by our board, and will be disbursed between now and next year. So it will be disbursed quite soon.
You heard Dennis Denya, who is Executive Vice President of the Afrexim Bank. Mobile money fraudsters will now have their numbers and devices blocked across all networks. This is a collective decision taken by the network operators to help address the menace, which has the potential to erode confidence in the mobile money space. The action took effect some 2 months ago. Disclosing this at a media engagement, Chief Executive of MTN Ghana, Salom Adadivo, said the development calls for some tough actions by the operators.
Yeah, so we've come together as a chamber to say, how do we intensify the barriers or increase the barriers to fraud? And blocking the device across all networks is for us one step. This is one activity that we're currently focused on and that we've implemented through the chamber. So it will be blocked across all the networks as a device. This has taken effect already. This has been in place for about 2 months.
You had Salom Adadivo, who is Chief Executive of MTN. Vodafone Ghana has introduced a product called Smart Serve, which allows up to 32 devices to be connected at home and the office at the same time. This is expected to help families and employees to work remotely, amongst other activities. Speaking to Joy Business at the launch, Head of Fixed Business, George Aban, said the service is currently available in Accra, Tema, and Takoradi.
I work with a bank, and we are in the business of providing financial solutions and also keeping people's money safe, blah, 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 blah. If we are attacked and we don't have the right security mechanisms, the right controls in place, and we are hit, what's going to happen? Obviously, there's that immediate technical damage, but there is the brand damage that happens with it. There is the erosion of confidence and trust in that organization. Now, don't forget that banking works only on the basis of trust. So if I don't trust you to keep my money for me anymore, that's it. All bets are off. Everybody comes for their money and the bank collapses.
Apologies for that. That's not George Aban. Would get that to you and bring it to you later. Well, Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Kwekwe Fiye, has assured that government will absorb electricity charges of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Speaking during a familiarization tour of the institute, the minister said electricity is important to boost industrial research and cause the research institutions to effectively run the operations, hence the need for government to provide some relief for such organizations.
Electricity is indeed an input product into your activities. It is not to be treated like as an expense, because your labs have to, some of them have to be on for 24/7 all year round. They should be looked at as a public good. And so all the electricity bills that are threatening to, swallow you up, we have to do something about that. I've already charged the Director General to bring a position paper on this vexed subject so that I take it to my colleague, the Finance Minister. And even if it has to get the attention of the President, trust me, I will have to do that. Because if you do not take care, electricity bills alone will not make you fulfill your mandate. But it depends upon the perspective. You see, if you are paying the same commercial rates as everybody else, then we are in the difficulty.
Dr. Kwawu is Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation Minister. We can now hear from George Aban, Head of Fixed Business at Vodafone Ghana, about the Smart Serve product.
So one of the things that we've done is to make sure that in terms of data that you are getting, the data packages are the same as your fiber broadband data packages. So if you already have fiber broadband, you do not need to go on to this service. This is mainly to make provision for the people that do not have access to the fiber broadband service across the country at the moment, just to make sure that everyone gets connected to the internet. As Vodafone, we are concerned about empowering a whole household or a whole office to stay connected to the internet.
Moving on, the Chief Information Security Officer of Absa Bank, Ronald Mate, is charging organizations, particularly financial institutions, to always prioritize cyber security, saying cyber attacks, if not curtailed, could erode trust and confidence. According to him, institutions should rank cyber security same as they do with the other important indicators such as liquidity and non-performing loans. He was speaking at the Joy Business Innovari Executive Insight Conference on business value of cybersecurity today. Now, let's move on to our business journal. We take you to the Ashanti region, where traders at Keditia Market in Kumasi may lose temporarily about 20% of the market space. This is because the construction firm working on the Keditia redevelopment project in Kumasi contractor is demanding release of the remaining 20% land area for the central market reconstruction. But how will the traders cope in an already populated market? Prince Apia has more.
Kumasi City authorities and manager of the construction firm contractor toured the project site for monitoring. They assessed the 20% land space to be demolished at the central market. The city mayor, Osei Biantwi, says he is yet to meet the Ashanti regional minister and other stakeholders for a possible relocation date.
Last has been the pattern for the first relocation, the second relocation. We will not deviate from the two because it has actually paved way for us to be able to relocate them. Before doing that, we always seek clearance with the regional minister, the RESEC and all the others. Then we bring out the date.
Deputy Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Collins Intim, expects an efficient drainage system to avert flooding after project completion. He wants the project to be completed 6 months ahead of time, hence the need to relocate immediately.
I am happy to note that the contractor himself, he was involved in the first phase. And then he was here when we had a little bit of the floodings and all that. He's taking cue of all that. He's done the analysis and all that. And that is informing his decision to get a bigger view of the area so that he'll be able to undertake the necessary geostudies and then do the proper engineering works to be able to come out with a better drainage system. The contractors, we're supposed to complete by middle of November 2024, but we wish it could be done 6 months earlier. And they have given indication that barring all the challenges relating to evacuation and all that, if you're able to do that, then they will be able to comply.
Consultant for contractor Emmanuel Danso says the engineers are working to avoid possible flooding in the future. He says for proper engineering works, traders need to be relocated from the remaining 20% land size.
The kind of measures the engineers, our technical team, the project directors that have put in place is laudable. I think we will not experience rain, but flooding. But we feel the additional 20% will help us to also to make sure to check all the drainage system that pass through the phase 2 in order for us to do proper drainage to protect flooding in future.
And that was our business journal this afternoon. Thanks for listening, everyone. This bulletin is brought to you by EcoBank. Payment of custom duties, corporate income tax, withholding tax, value-added tax, pay as you earn, etc., and charges for other government services have been made simpler, faster, more secure, and convenient on EcoBank digital channels. Whether you're a corporate body, SME, or individual, payment of taxes and levies has been made accessible to you on EcoBank Mobile, EcoBank Online, EcoBank Omni Plus, EcoBank Omni Lite. Pay your domestic tax and custom duties whenever, wherever on any of the EcoBank digital channels with ease. You can also make payment at any EcoBank branch or EcoBank Express point near you. For more information, call EcoBank Contact Center toll free on 0800 003 225 or email them on ecobankomnisupport@ecobank.com. EcoBank Cash, remember to observe social distancing, wash your hands frequently, and avoid touching your face. Hashtag stay safe. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ignition is up next.